Quick disclaimer, Learn from Mac is an independent educational project. We are not affiliated with, endorsed by, or sponsored by Apple, or any vendor or product covered in this course. Hey, welcome back to Learn from Mac. I'm Dennis, and today is day 28 of the F5 LTM R4600 Bootcamp. Today is the real production lifecycle, a verified backup, then a rolling TMOS upgrade across an HA pair that never drops a single connection. Let's get into it. First, the goal. By the end of this lesson, you'll create a verified UCS archive before maintenance window, execute a rolling upgrade on a production HA pair without dropping traffic, and confirm the upgraded system is genuinely healthy before closing the change. Here's what you need: an active HA pair, a valid upgrade ISO already transferred to both units, an approved maintenance window with a documented rollback plan, and SSH access to both devices. Two concepts before we touch either unit. Concept 1, the UCS archive, a compressed archive capturing the complete configuration, BIGIP conf, certificates and keys, iRules, data groups, monitors, profiles. This is the authoritative single file backup, and it must exist before every upgrade, migration, or hardware swap. Without a current UCS, recovery from a failed upgrade means rebuilding from scratch. Concept 2, software volumes, the boot locations. The R4600 ships with independent software volumes, HD 1.1, HD 1.2, HD 1.3, each a complete bootable TMOS image. Upgrading installs the new ISO into an inactive volume and reboots into it. The old volume stays untouched, which is exactly what makes rollback as simple as booting back into it. No reimaging required, never overwrite the currently active boot location. All right, 3 labs, and together they're a real maintenance window. First, a verified off-box UCS backup with a documented restore procedure, then a rolling upgrade on the standby unit, install to an inactive volume, boot into it, full post-upgrade validation before it touches production traffic, then the failover itself, forcing the upgraded standby to active, then upgrading the original active unit the exact same way, ending with both units on the same version and a QK view generated for iHealth. Let's get into it. Lab 1. Create the UCS archive, passphrase encrypted, named with hostname, date, and purpose. Verify it's actually there and that the archive itself isn't corrupt. Confirm it's a real size, not a 0-byte file, then copy it off box. Lab 2. On the standby unit, confirm it's actually standby before touching anything. Identify the currently active boot volume. Never overwrite this one. Install the new image into the inactive volume. Traffic is unaffected the entire time. Boot into it, then do a full post-upgrade validation before it ever touches production traffic. Lab 3. Now fail over. The newly upgraded standby becomes active. Upgrade the original active unit the exact same way now that it's safely standby. Confirm both units now run the exact same version. And generate a QK view for iHealth. Catch a known issue before it becomes an incident. And that's a real production upgrade, executed with 0 drop traffic and a verified rollback path at every step. There are self-check questions on the lesson page worth sitting with. Why you never touch the active boot volume directly, especially since that single discipline is what keeps rollback simple instead of catastrophic. Take a minute with those. Quick recap before we go. No UCS, no safe upgrade. This is not optional, and it must be verified, not just created. Upgrade the standby first, validate it fully, then fail over. The sequence is what keeps traffic flowing the entire time. Never overwrite the active boot volume. Installing to an inactive one is what makes rollback a single command instead of a rebuild. And a QK view uploaded to iHealth after the upgrade is how you catch a known issue before it becomes an incident, not after. All right, that's day 28 in the books. A verified backup, a 0-drop rolling upgrade, both units validated and on the same version. That's real production lifecycle management now. If this was useful, hit subscribe. You won't miss a single lesson. Next up is day 29, security hardening and best practices. See you there.